I think there's a huge surge in business globally to start viewing Africa as a potential investment continent. And I think it's driven by a number of factors, possibly also attributable to the global economic meltdown and expansion in business and manufacturing and import and export activities has kind of declined in the first world. And Africa seems to be one continent with a lot of appetite still, good natural resources, favorably priced labor. So I think all of those factors feed into economic growth. South Africa in particular has been generally viewed by the business world as a springboard into the rest of Africa, if you can call it that. And we've been very fortunate in the sense that most of the multinational companies that have a presence in Africa would normally have a hub or an origination presence in South Africa. I'd say there's been quite a lot of new legislation in South Africa at present. Probably the most topical right now would be the newly enacted Companies Act, which has changed sort of their regime around how companies are incorporated. It's taken a lot more of a global approach. There is the National Credit Act, which regulates credit lending and banking activity and the relationship between the bank and the client in order to minimize reckless lending. There's the Consumer Protection Act, which is designed around protecting consumers from product liability issues. South Africa, as a general, the population is very diverse. And you find yourself, if you're working in-house, you'll probably work with people from all varied backgrounds. And the cultural mix is very exciting. And just by being in that sort of environment, you're able to teach people about your culture and learn. And I think it's very nice space to be in, that you have a dynamic and very mixed cultural legal council.